Hello, viewers. As promised, I am back to be connected with you all. And I had spoken last time that I would be telling you all about the afflictions or how the planets are weak or what is the meaning of weak planets or debilitated or combust. And then I realized on hindsight that it's important for you to know your planets first before you start learning about the strengths and the weakness and the afflictions. So today I'm actually going to apprise you all very briefly of what is the meaning of the planets. Well, we start with the sun. The sun's position in the zodiac is your familiar sun sign. And the sun sign shows how you express your creative urges through conscious acts of will. And the sun rules the sign Leo. The moon. The moon's position in the zodiac shows your unconscious emotional reactions to situations based on your early childhood experiences and family training. So the moon rules the sign Cancer. Then we have the planet Mercury. Now, the planet Mercury's position in the zodiac shows how you think things out and then communicate your ideas and decisions to others. It also reveals how you make decisions and what you consider before making a decision. The planet Mercury rules the sign Gemini. The planet Venus. Now, the planet Venus's position in the zodiac shows how you give of yourself and how you express your feelings for others. It also reveals how you attract the good things of life, both the material and the spiritual. Now, the planet Venus rules the sign Libra. The planet Mars, well, the planet Mars position in the zodiac shows how you use your physical energies in expressing your needs, both personally and professionally. It affects the sign Aries. The planet Jupiter. The planet Jupiter's position in the zodiac shows how you express your need to grow. It shows your interests in the higher values of life and how you share those interests with others. Now, the planet Jupiter rules the sign Sagittarius. The planet Saturn. The planet Saturn's position in the zodiac shows how you try to establish and protect your position in life. It also shows how you face responsibility and seek recognition for your efforts. The planet Saturn rules the sign Capricorn. My friends, you need to know first the placements of the planet. So today I have actually endeavored so that you can realize which planet denotes what and which are the houses that it represents. And then, of course, as we go forward, I would be telling you all in briefly that when a planet is in a particular house, whether it's strong or it's weak. But for today, it's knowing the planets and the houses. So we've reached till the planet Saturn. Now, the planet Uranus. And for those of you, those of you all who are joining me late probably can listen to the video right from the beginning because I've started from the sun and the moon and so on. So now we come to planet Uranus. Well, the planet Uranus's position in the zodiac shows something about the motivation, goals, and originality of those born in each 7-year period during which the Uranus is in each of the signs. The planet Uranus rules the sign Aquarius. The planet Neptune. Now, the planet Neptune's position in the zodiac influences the collective outlook of all those born within the same 13-year period during which Neptune remains in one sign, showing the mystical and inspirational influences felt by each generation. The planet Neptune rules the sign Pisces. Now we come to the last, the planet Pluto. Well, the planet Pluto's position in the zodiac influences the entire generation of the people born within the same 12 to 22-year period, during which Pluto remains sign, showing human need for regeneration and control in each generation. The planet Pluto rules the sign Scorpio. So, with that, we come to know the placements and the houses that the planet rules, and how each planet is ruling for how many years, which are the generational planets, and which are the planets which are ruling for 1 to 2 years. So, with that, I also need you all to understand that these planets have attributes. Now, these attributes are, some of them are slow moving planets, some of them are fast moving planets. So, when the slow moving planets we understand, we know that this attitude will change, but it will change slowly, it will take time. But the fast moving planets require you to work in accordance to the demands of the time. So if, let's say, for example, if the Mars is in fire sign and you are getting very angry, so what is the thing going to be? Don't be so angry, cultivate patience, be patient. That I will be coming to you all and explaining to you all a wee bit in brief, that how we have to make ourselves understand. And if we start playing with the planets and we start taking their advices seriously, our life will definitely become smoother, and you will also develop a very fast sixth sense and intuitively know what the time demands. Now, you must have heard and you must have also known that the army people, or the navigators, or the people who are actually traveling at night, they are always looking at the stars to find their direction. Once they spot the north star or the pole star, or they see the man with the sword, or they see where are the seven stars placed, accordingly they direct themselves and take their directions. And in the dark also they can find their way home. So the navigators, if they are taking their direction from the stars, I am sure it will make we take the direction of the planets and adhere to it in our life, that situations will definitely become smoother and much more easier for us to do. So be a navigator of your life. That is what I am seeing. Now, there's a question coming in who's saying, well, are you talking about Vedic astrology? I am just talking about Western astrology. This is plain astrology today, only telling you all what planets bring in. Planet Jupiter, how, what does it denote? What the sun, the moon, like starting with the sun. Once again, I will tell you all that the sun sign shows how you express your creative urges. Moon shows your unconscious emotional reactions. And like the sun rules Leo, moon rules the Cancer. The planet Mercury's position shows how you think things out and then communicate your ideas. This sign, Mercury rules Gemini. Planet Venus, well, the planet Venus rules the sign Libra. Planet Mars, it rules the sign Aries, and it shows how you use your physical energies. I'm actually repeating itself because I've already done the thing now. Now, the planet Mars position in the zodiac just shows you how you use your physical energies in expressing your needs. This sign also rules the sign Aries. Planet Jupiter rules the sign, the house Sagittarius, and it just helps you and shows you how you express your need to grow. So the understand your planets, what are the demands of the planets, which houses they are comfortable in, and then when they are placed in different houses, what does it mean to you? So, till now, friends, if you'll have any other questions, I just have answered. Are you talking about Vedic astrology? Once again, no, it's plain astrology. I'm just talking today about planets, and this is the part one of understanding what does the planet demand of you, and which is the house it is more comfortable in. So for those joining in, any more questions, please be free to ask, because we have 3 more minutes. Today I've come for a very short time because I have some other commitments, and that's how. But since I wanted to keep my promise with you all and start today explaining to you all what are the planets, tomorrow probably I can explain to you all that when they are in their house, I've already done. When they're in different houses, different element houses, like for example, if the Saturn is in the fire house, or if the Saturn is in the earth energy house, then I will explain to you all that okay, this is what the planet demands in this house. So, and then we will come to the afflictions, because until and unless you understand the planets, you will not be able to grasp the meaning of its afflictions or weaknesses or strengths. Now we have another question coming in which says, is everything predestined according to astrology? Well, my friend, it is not predestined. It is like the cards that are dealt out to you. You are born with the placement of certain planets in different houses, how they develop your personality, and then how you utilize your personality during the journey of life by understanding the planets is what life is all about. Which according to my understanding, or even my experience in life, I would say every individual can shape his destiny. You are dealt with the cards. How you play with your cards is your free will. And an understanding of the car, it's like buying a car. You're predestined to buy a car, but driving it, you have to learn how to drive it. And if you learn how to drive it nicely by understanding what it contains, you'll be driving very smoothly. But if you just without learning start driving it, then chances are there will be hiccups, but eventually you will get on road. So astrology helps into making into simplifying your life, making it more easier for you to understand and grab your things. We have another question which says, what does Uranus, Venus, and Pluto mean in the first house of Leo? I will definitely be telling you that what do they mean in different houses, but because it's a lengthy thing, we have to take one thing at a time. So my friends, my listeners, my urgent my earnest plea to you is understand what the planet is, understand the meaning of the planets, what house it actually rules. Once you have grabbed this meaning, you definitely will be able to grab the meanings of when they are in the different houses, because all houses are divided into four parts: the water element, the air element, the fire element, and the earth element. So a particular planet in a particular house with a different element will react differently. Once you've understood the planets, and tomorrow, like I would sorry, not tomorrow, but on Monday, I would definitely be telling you what are the houses, what are the elements of the different houses, and then when the planets are there, how they react. This is what you'll need to understand. And once you'll have understood it perfectly, that okay, my son is in, let's say, for I'll just give you an example today. Let's say your son is in a fire element. Okay, so when your sun is in a fire element, so how do you express your creative urges? Are you giving it a thought, or are you not giving it a thought? Right. In case, and what does the sun require? The sun says, express your creative urges through conscious acts of your will. Now, if the same sun is in the earth energy, it will definitely, you'll be able to express yourself from your heart. But if you're in a fire sign, since the sun rules Leo, you are bound to express your creative urges in one form or the other. But if the aspects are a little weak, then the chances are that you need to be told that please express your creative urges, but express the urges not to gain power, but because you truly feel from your heart that this creative aspect of yours is going to work. We have another one which says, very curious to know your motivation to pursue astrology. Oh, okay. Now, this question is coming again. Well, I would be talking about my life. I would say I needed to understand myself. My self awareness has brought me to the level of where I am. And I truly believe in astrology, but not the predictive part, because I believe every individual has the power to create his own prophecies. Um, are you able to suggest any books to start reading about astrology? Well, frankly speaking, there are plenty of books in the market, and all those books have been written by people who truly believe what they believe. Whereas I mean, since they're all contemporaries, it's very wrong for me to say that pick up this book and read, pick up this book and read. I would just give you all a very, very simple thing. What I truly believe is that astrology is all about interpretation, and interpretations are very, very individualistic. I take astrology as a power that once you learn how to deal with it, you can actually play with the planets and make your life much more successful. Whereas there are other people who believe that, okay, this is a prediction, this is bound to happen. It is something like I was reading, and in fact, I was getting a lot of messages which I wanted to talk to you all about. Is that everybody says it's the end of the world, it's going to be the end of the world. But if you actually go into Wikipedia, you will see that even from the 16th to 17th to 14th to even beyond, before and even after, they've all, whenever any tough times have come, they said the world is going to be doomed. This earth is made out of mass and energy. It's scientifically proved. There is nothing known as end of the world. I would say it's known as end of a generation, and transformation start taking place. So this world is not going to come to an end. This world will only have a great transformations, and we have to create different means so that we do not face such situations again. So please go into Wikipedia, see, get into all the centuries. In fact, I'll talk about it very briefly on Monday with you all. Just remind me, please, that Earth is all about mass and energy. A human being is all about transformational and working according to the nature, understanding your planets. You are capable of actually creating your own prophecies. Well, we have another very interesting question which says, are you able to, okay, no, is it possible that I'm in Taurus in Vedic astrological and Gemini in Western astrology? Yes, you're very right. Vedic astrology always works one sign behind because their dates are different. So automatically you get into, if you're somewhere, let's say 15th or 16th, then the chances are, see, Western astrology takes from 20th to 20th, whereas Vedic astrology takes a wee bit back. It is more based on the lunar energies and on the lunar dates. So in Vedic astrology, I would be one sign back. Like I'm a Capricornian, but at the same time, according to the Vedas, I would be Sagittarius. Whereas when I make the natal charts, I actually take a combination of both the Western and the Vedic. I've taken the best of the advice that Vedas give, best of the advice that Westerns give, and I simply believe in the placement of the planets. I simply believe in grabbing the power of the planets in whichever house they are, which I will be explaining to you all when they say that a planet is in a particular house, so it is weak. My thing is that it's not weak. It's just we are not aware that what we need to do during that time. And a little bit of awareness will take us a long way. Then we have another question coming up, which says, means planets can help in expanding consciousness, but how it gonna help in subconscious mind, moreover applying practically? Actually, you've hit the nail on the head. Planets do mean expanding your consciousness expanding your awareness. Once you are aware, like though they say ignorance is a bliss, then you might as well take everything, whatever comes your way. But if you are educated, if you are emancipated, a little bit of awareness can go a long, long way towards your happiness, can go a long way to building your personality, your confidence, your self esteem. You can actually empower yourself with the tools of your own consciousness. Okay, we have another question that is coming up. Which is better to study, Vedic or Western? I would say, please study whatever you can grab your hands on. But you must understand that you need to create your own prophecies. Don't be blinded by predictions. Life is eventually what you make of it. So become an architect of your fate and start shaping the life the way you want. Like the way I always I love this, whoever has written this, that it's wise people who navigate their way and it's fools who believe in luck. So let's all navigate our ways. Till next, I catch up with you all and keep telling you the little facts or the facts that I have learned in life and I truly believe in. Bye bye for now. Stay safe and be healthy.